here today, or if they're on a different campus, they can still stay up to speed with PTK. First and foremost, welcome back. Those of you that I haven't seen. We got a busy spring of some fun events coming up. First thing I want to talk about today, first and foremost, thank you to those who came to the work day on Friday and have put in so much work on the Honors in Action and College Project. That's due tomorrow, so if you have anything to add or want to help, please see Duran or Keelan, and make sure, if at all possible, you can get that done tonight so I can edit it, finish editing tomorrow and submit it. Now, the regional conference is our next trip. Actually, let me send around a sign-in sheet for that. The fee, as long as you tell me within the next week or so, or next 2 weeks, is $50. It's on the, let me make sure I get the dates correct. It's the first weekend in March. Sorry about the delay. Okay, it's the second weekend actually in March. My apologies. 11th and 12th of March. We would leave fairly early on the 11th, come back in the evening of the 12th. Now, what do we do at regional? This is where we elect our regional officers, and also there's the regional award ceremony if we. For entries and win any awards. If we get our 4 or 5 star chapter award, it would come.
Where is it?
Then it's at Northeast Alabama Community College, so we would have to go and spend the night. The only thing you'd be responsible for is a little bit in terms of a food budget and the $50 registration fee. PTK will cover the hotel and transportation. It's a pretty good deal there. Once again, that's the 11th and 12th of March. Now, if anybody's interested in running for a regional office, which I would really hope that one of you might be, not necessarily president, I don't think I want to host the regional convention, but I would like some of you to consider running for regional vice president. I don't know who that might be, but we can figure that out a little bit later.
No, he pointed.
I was the one who was pointing. If you, I can't force you, but I think you do a good job. So that's regional convention. Those of you that went last year, we're actually going to have more events than we did last year. This year on the 11th, there's going to be some events on Friday the 11th. Some networking, having some fun with some of the other PTK members from across the state. Friday night's basically for the members. It's not for advisors. It's nothing that's going to be really intensive in terms of like career building workshops or anything like that. So it'll be a lot of fun. So if you do want to go to regional, please sign that sheet. Next, any questions about regional? I'm sorry.
When do we leave and come back?
We would leave on the morning of the 11th and come back. It would be pretty late on the 12th because the awards luncheon probably will get over 3 or 4 o'clock.
So it's just a one-night trip?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Last year we got back, I don't know, it was after dark, but we got in a lot of traffic in Birmingham, so, which I guess could happen again, but if for some reason we got snowed in, which I don't foresee happening, my brother-in-law lives in Birmingham, so we have a place to stay.
It snowed this past weekend up in Huntsville.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, we can hang out with this fact. Okay. Any other questions about regional? Making sure I spelled it right. Okay, international. This has even more benefit to you as students. There's a lot of fun with it as well. Which is in DC. Our current plan for transportation is to join Faulkner on their bus to go up there, which yes, it is a long time in a bus, but it's $50 per person as opposed to around $400, which the round trip plane ticket would cost. Now, let me give a caveat. The foundation may be paying for our transportation, but we don't have a lot in our own budget to kick in. We do have some for travel, but a lot of it's going to be taken up by the regional convention. So if we can cut out, well, say we have 10 people go to the international conference, it's $4,000 with airfare, as opposed to $500 with bus fare. So it could, that's probably the mode of transportation we're going to have to take. Now, if you want to fly up there on your own dime or fly back on your own dime, talk to me and we can work that out. That'd be fine. In fact, I might be flying back on my own dime myself, depending on how it goes. Because I'm going to be in Little League and stuff by then. I'm going to have to be back on Monday. But international conference, I don't think we have anybody in here that's been to one. It's not only a lot of fun, but it's a lot of information and good stuff as well. What is the information you're getting? There are workshops daily on career building skills. You get to meet authors who come do talks. There's keynote speakers. 2 years ago, we got to hear a presentation from Dr. Why am I blanking on his name? I can see his face. The man who discovered the Titanic did a presentation, helped do the invention for the Alvin submarine and all that. A woman who climbed Mount Everest did a talk. Last year in San Antonio, John Legend was one of the keynote speakers. So they get big named keynote speakers that are interesting to talk about or talk to and listen to. In addition to that, we've got a new Honors in Action project topic. They do one topic for 2 years and then move on to a new one. So this is one of the years we're moving on to a new one. So that's going to be exciting. They have competitive edge events where you can learn career building skills, transfer skills. These are honors students from community colleges. So how many colleges do you think use this as a recruiting opportunity? If you've considered going out of the state of Alabama, there's going to be a lot of colleges there that you can talk with. And also we have some free days in DC, some of the national monuments and events. If you missed out on DC in 8th grade for some reason, it's a good opportunity to visit our nation's capital at the time of year when it's probably the most beautiful. It's when, depending on the weather, when the cherry blossoms are out, and it's one of the best times of the year to visit Washington. If you have any aspirations of getting into politics, it's a good place to go to. So there's a lot of benefits for Nerd Nation, which is what the conference is called. Do you have to decide today? No. But you do pretty much have to know with about a 90% certainty by our next meeting, okay, on the 3rd of February, whether or not you want to go to the international conference. Cost to you, no more than $500, which is still a lot, but the conference fee is, depending on when we sign up, around $350, between $350 and $400, depending on how late you sign up. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the cost of that covered for you, but I should be able to get hotel and travel to and from covered from the foundation. We're in a situation where the foundation, A, is very supportive of PTK, and B, with a lot of unknowns with the merger, I think that the foundation is eager to spend some of their money too, in case that money goes to other places. I don't think it will. I don't think much is going to change when we merge, but you never know. But the important part of that is they support PTK and want to send us to the international conference and are willing to help. But again, I'll use the number 10 as my primary number. 10 times 350 for conference fees is a little bit more than we can afford out of hand or out of the budget that we have. So if you want to go to the international conference, I will send out with this video the promotional video for the conference from PTK so you can check it out. Okay. Questions about international? It's a good experience. I've never heard of a PTK student that said, "Man, I wish I hadn't gone to international conference. That was horrible." I've been here for 7 years, and everybody has thought it was a worthwhile experience that went, at least that I know of. Okay, we may, speaking of getting to the international conference, if you want to go and don't want to have to pay too much, we can do another fundraiser this spring. Probably the most successful would be Krispy Kreme. That worked really well last year. By a quick show of hands, who would be willing to sell at least 20 boxes of donuts to help you pay for this conference stuff? Okay, enough to make it worthwhile. So I will get the ball rolling on a Krispy Kreme fundraiser. Let's shoot for, what do you think, Thursday before spring break? That'd be a good day. That's right before Easter. People can bring donuts for their relatives.
They have them in that Thursday.
Yeah. So we would be doing the fundraiser probably the first 3 weeks of March, and then with delivery on that Thursday. Okay, membership drive. For those of you who know people who are PTK eligible or are interested, you're watching this and you're interested in joining, the invite should be sent out fairly soon. I will send out the list of eligible students to the all students email very soon. The reason this is important is because if your name for some reason wasn't on the list, when the IT department pulls the names, it's not always perfect. If your name's not on the list, you can notify me and I can change that right away. Those of you that filled out that form that was going around, you should get your invites pretty soon. I've entered our induction date as Wednesday the 20th of April. Some of you will giggle at that date, I know. It's 4/20, but that's the date that works. We are going to have an entry in the chili cook-off. I'm going to send around another sign-up sheet. I believe honors is going to have an entry, so if you're not in honors but are in PTK, I would like your help. I will handle making the chili. We got 3rd place last year. That was pretty awesome. I'm not sure if we'll make the exact same kind as I did last year, but I certainly will make something for tasting. But I do need somebody to help me man the booth and hand out chili, and also I use it as a recruitment event since we're right in the middle of our recruitment drive. The chili cook-off is on the 3rd of February. Okay.
What day is that?
Here we go.
Wednesday. Wednesday? No,
It's
it's
a
a Tuesday. Okay.
The 1st is a Monday, so it's a Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's the day after my dog's birthday. She's going to be 2, and hopefully she'll get her brain eventually. That's beside the point. So if you're working honors, the honors table, you can wear your honors shirt. However, if you sign up here, please wear your Phi Theta Kappa shirt. If you haven't gotten your PTK shirt yet and you've paid your induction fee, follow me to my office and I will get you one. Okay? Questions and all that stuff.
What time is the chili cook-off?
I believe it's at the lunch hour, so I don't have class in the morning on Wednesday, so I can take care of us getting set up. But I think it's probably like 10:45 to noon, something like that.
I have a class at 11:30, but I could help out all that morning and the lunch break.
Perfect. Let me double check. Anybody have any suggestions for our name?
Red hot chili peppers.
I think that's copyrighted. And again, if you've agreed to help with the honors chili, you can just pass it on. Let's see, 10:45. We registered for chili at 10:45. So if you're helping, you just need to be at the table sometime between 10:45 and noon to help out. Like I said, I can get us set up, and I do like to have promotional information to hopefully get an extra one or two members.
Well, I gave you my suggestion last year, you didn't like it.
You can pass the pen around with it too.
What was your suggestion